Okay, good evening, everyone. Good to see everyone here. Welcome to today's webinar. If you can hear me, type in the chat box. Hi, Stephen. Hi, Paul. Who else is in this room? Hi, Autumn. Okay, welcome to today's class. Let me set my intention. My intention is at the end of today, every one of you all will feel glad that you join me in this room and you're able to take whatever I share and put it into action. Type in the phrase take action. Type in the phrase take action. How many of you all agree that knowledge is useless without action? Yes or no? Okay, hopefully at the end of the day, if you have learned something useful, you can take the information and take some action, whether it's to teach someone, whether it's to share with people, whether it's to do more research, hopefully it will allow you to take some action at the end of the day. How many of you all that agree that knowledge is useless without action? Type yes if you agree. Oh, if you learn a lot of things, sometimes like myself, right? I learn a lot of things instead of getting happy, sometimes I get stressed because I know that I need to do something, but I don't do anything. Yes or no? Okay, so by taking up something, by taking some action, you actually move towards a path where help you to get more results. Okay, so next thing, whatever I share with you today is for education purpose. These are not buying and selling advice. Okay, so type yes if you understand. Okay, that's my understanding of the market. It doesn't make it the truth. It's just how I look at the market. Thirdly, as much as I want to add value to you, we do not know who is in this room. If there's people that are disruptive, to stop me from adding value to you, can we agree that if the person is disruptive, we can remove the person? Type yes if I can do that. Thank you. Okay. So let me share with both promises. If you stay until the end of this training, what you potentially is going to receive. Number one, you can potentially double your returns in the next few trades. What are the minor things that you can do in your trading right now that can affect you, have big results, right? To give you double returns in your next few trades. And if you've never traded before, if you're new to trading, how many of you are new? Type in new if you're new to trading. If you're new to trading, I'll show you what we call a back-tested system that can get you results in record time. Okay, because I always get this question, Colin, what is your trading returns? Okay, what is your students' returns? Okay, and later I'm going to show you all this. But before I'm going to do all this, I'm going to show you what we mean by a back-tested system. Okay, and what I mean by that is later I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm going to get in and out for any trades. Exactly how I'm going to do that, and we're going to take out 3 stocks. Okay, and we're going to use these 3 stocks, and we're going to apply the rules that we're going to tell you beforehand, and we're going to see whether if we follow the rules, whether there will be positive results or not. Okay, so we do a live back test. Okay, so at the end of the day, you are convinced that on your own that it is something that works. Okay, but before we go there, let me ask you a question. If you have all the resources in the world right now, you have all the time, all the money, all the freedom to do anything you want right now in your life, what do you want to do with your life right now? Okay, what do you want to do with your life right now? Okay, I know it's nothing to do with trading or make money, right? But what do you want to do with your life right now? Travel the world, earn money. Okay, you have all the money in the world already. Okay, so let me show you a few distinction. Okay, after 52 rounds around the sun, I think I can share a little bit about money. Okay, first thing first, everyone will leave here with 0. Type yes if you agree. That means whether you have as rich as Warren Buffett or you are deeply in debt, everyone's end result is 0. Yes or no? Okay, so it is like a game. Yes or no? It is like a number in your bank or in your trading account. Okay, and that number in itself is not important. It is what you do with that number that is important. let's say example, you have $10 million in bank account and you just die with that $10 million bank account and you do nothing, never travel, never spend time with your family, never do any charity, and just see that number grow from 10 million to 11 million, 12 million, and then you die, it means nothing. Okay, maybe give money to your children, but it means nothing to you. Do you follow what I'm saying? Just seeing that score. But if you use that money and you create experience, okay, whether is it to travel with your loved ones, is it to spend time doing charity, whether is it to give back and to feel good about, just being on earth, then this is the thing that you really want, not just to watch that number grow every day. That, yes, if you understand what I'm talking about, okay? So it is like money is a tool. Yes or no? Money is a tool. This game, right, that we play is a tool that we want to make more of this number, but at the end of the day, the number is not really the thing. If you just leave the number and keep growing, because it gives you 0. But if you use this number well, okay, if you use the number well, you can create the life that you want. Okay, of course, everyone want to have a bigger number. How many want to have a bigger number? Like me, you want a bigger number. But don't get just too caught up in just getting that bigger number that you sacrifice time with your family, you sacrifice time doing charity, you sacrifice just giving back, just to have a bigger number, because no meaning, man. Everybody is 0. Okay. So if this number is a tool, if money is a tool, then you need to know how to use this tool. That, yes, if it makes sense. Okay. So some people rules of making more of this number is to work harder. That means you exchange your time for money. Okay, like whether you driving Grab, you drive more Grab, or you do more rounds, then you make more money, or you work harder in exchange of time for money. Okay, that, yes, if you understand the concept, okay, you exchange your life for money. Okay, your time is your life for money, right? Another way, right, is you use stock time. Money is actually stock time. You store the money and use money to make money. That, yes, if it makes sense. So you use stock time to make money. So either you go and make the money or your money make the money. Yes or no? Okay. So, but the challenge is what? The challenge is like this. This thing that we have called money, these pieces of paper or number in the bank account, is growing every year. That, yes, if you know. That means the money that's circulating in the world is growing every year at about 8 to 10% per year. Like me, if you know that, that means the world, this number that we have, every year grow by 8 to 10. It may not be in your bank account, but it's growing every year. Inflation is growing every year. Okay. So if we just exchange our time get lesser and lesser. Yes or no? Our life gets shorter and shorter. Yes or no? Our limited time to get things that getting more and more, then what happened? There is this thing called inflation. The amount of hard work and the amount of time we can give back cannot increase according to the growth of money. That's why our income growth cannot grow as fast as inflation. That, yes, if you understand that. So no matter how we work, no matter how we increase our income, there will come a ceiling that we cannot no longer work harder. We can no longer spend more time, to increase our income by 8 to 10% a year. But by having assets like property, assets like stocks, assets grow with inflation. Okay, like some gold or property, they grow with inflation. Means when you have assets, it actually helps you with inflation. Do you follow what I'm saying? That, yes, if you understand. So you cannot just keep working and exchange your time for more money. You need to go work and then buy assets, invest, buy assets, and then hopefully the assets over time will beat inflation. That is how you play this game to win. Like, yes, if it makes sense. At the end of the day, this game, right, that we play, there is a hack. Okay, so who want to know the hack? Like me, if you want to know the hack, like, hey, what is a shortcut? Like you play game, right? And you say, oh, the play game, in order to kill this monster, you cannot go directly and kill this monster. You must first find this weapon first, or go to this master first, find a weapon, and then after that you kill it. Then it makes sense. Do you follow what I'm saying? Okay. So that is a hack. So money is a tool. And if you don't learn how to control money, if you don't learn how to tame money, and this money keep growing, it can control you. That yes, if you understand what I'm talking about. That means when you need the income, when you need the 10,000, the 8,000 every month to pay for your installment, to pay for your insurance, to pay for your children's education, after a while, this salary become a drug that you cannot do without. Like, yes, if you understand what I'm talking about, because you have to work, correct, to continue to run that red race, correct, okay? So it controls you, okay? On the other hand, if you do the indirect way, right, that means you invest, grow your assets eventually grow so much that is more than your active income, then you literally can say bye-bye to your boss because you don't need that 60,000, 100,000 a year. Your assets make that 100,000 a year every year. That yes, if you understand, then you can control money. Okay. So the way to do this is to learn how to do it the indirect way. The way to do this is not to just work for money, but to do it the indirect way, to invest, to trade. How many of y'all heard of this saying that a stock market is very dangerous? Like me, you heard before. Everybody say, okay. And how many of y'all that there's no easy money? Yes or no? We got such thing that you buy, sell, then make money. Yes or no? Okay. Even the truth, for the last 15 days, okay, for last, no, that's 21st, right? 1st of October to 1st October to 15th October, this month, I made like 190,000 profits just to trading, in and out, okay? Just to trading. But people will be saying, we ain't got such thing, what? Do you all follow what I'm saying? Last month, also a 6-figure on a monthly basis. People will think that this is not real. That yes, if you understand. People think, no, got such thing, okay? But in reality, there is, okay? There is, okay? But always we hear people have never done it before will think that this is not possible. Do y'all follow what I'm saying? That yes, if it makes sense. So I want to share y'all a few things. First thing first. First thing first. There are people, right? Oh, by the way, I say not this not to boast. There are many, much more people that did much better than me. So again, I want to share with you this number, at the end of the day, if you don't do anything to this number, it's useless one. Do you follow? You don't give it away, you don't use it well, it's useless. It's just for your own sake. Okay, so you need to learn how to use it. Okay, so I want to share with you a few things. First thing first is some people, they believe, then they see. This is the rich people. They haven't seen the thing yet, but they believe already. Then eventually, hey, it's possible. Then they see that yes, if you understand. Okay, that means they believe there's such thing. Okay, then they see. Second band of people is the medium, the average people is they see, then they believe. Okay, see what's your result, then I believe. Okay, and the last group of people is the worst, right? The last group of people is they see already, still don't believe. Do you know of people like that? They see already, they don't believe. They will say, okay, there's no, what's that? Easy money. How many heard of this? Okay, there's no easy money. So even if you see it, they don't believe. Okay, so the fact that you're in this room, the 175 are in this room, means there is a possibility. I'm not saying 100%. There's a possibility they are open to this idea that you believe, then you see. Type yes if you agree. If not, it won't be in this room, right? You know, okay? So today I want to share with you, like for myself and many of my SMT graduates, right, how we become a good trader. Okay, good trader, a good investor. Okay. By the way, I want to ask you all, how do you become a good trader investor? Type in the chat box. How do you become a good trader investor? How do you play this game well? How do you play this well? Follow the rule, be disciplined, technical analysis. Okay. Practice, learn from expert. Okay. So I tell you the answer. Okay. The answer is like this.
Everyone needs a coach. It doesn't matter whether you're a basketball player, a tennis player, a gymnast, or a bridge player.
Okay, so this is Bill Gates talking about basketball, playing bridge, and things like that. Okay, but I believe that trading is a life skill. Type life skill if you agree. Okay, trading is a life skill. Investing is a life skill. What do you mean by life skill? Like learning how to swim is a life skill. Learning how to drive is a life skill. Yes or not? Okay, so if it's a life skill, then there are some, I say disadvantage first. There's some disadvantage of it being a life skill. The disadvantage of it being a life skill is you cannot delegate out. That means you want to learn swimming, you cannot say, hey, you swim for me. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Type yes if you understand. You cannot lah. Okay, or I think last year we learned snowboarding. Cannot say, hey, you snowboard for me. Cannot. Okay, you need to do it yourself. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing, because you need to do it yourself, you will, if you're swimming, you sometimes will swallow some water. If you are snowboarding, you'll fall down and hurt yourself. Yes or not? Type yes if you agree. When you're trade, that means you're wrong, you lose money. You wrong a lot, you lose a lot of money. Yes or not? So you need to do it yourself, and sometimes there will be pain. Yes or not? Okay, there will be pain. Okay, but because it's a life skill, it is better to get yourself a coach. Why is it so? Why is it so? Whether is it swimming, whether is it snowboarding, whether is it trading, it's better to get a coach. Why? Because number one, a good coach is able to give you clarity. Type in clarity if you agree. What do you mean by clarity? In this day and age, it's no longer about lack of information. That's how somebody say enough info, right? Okay. Nobody has lack of info anymore. Okay, with ChatGPT, with Google, you don't have lack of information. In fact, the best trader or the best investor in the world, their information is almost the same, really. Very, very close. Okay. Yes or no? Okay. But the key is to sift through all the information and tell you that one today, let's not look at all the 100 things. Let's look at these three things. Focus on these three things in the next 3 months. If you can do that over the next 3 months and repeat it over the next 3 months successfully, then you move on to the next stage. It gives you clarity of what to do. Type yes if you understand. So a good coach, when a swimming coach, I will tell you all the different ways of swimming. You just say, right now, just kick or float. Yes. And after that, learn to kick, learn to swim with your hands. Okay. So that is what we say by what do I mean by giving you clarity. No longer lack of information, but give you the step 1, step 2, step 3 to become successful. Second thing, very important, is to keep you safe. Whether is it swimming, if you learn it yourself, you watch on YouTube and swim, but you go to the very deep end, you can drown. Yes or no? You snowboard and then you went to a very, very steep curve, you can hurt yourself. Yes or no? Same thing for trading. If you don't do it well, you can lose all your money. That means whatever saving, your life, your retirement fund, all can gone. Yes or no? Okay, so a good coach is able to keep you safe. So by giving you clarity and keeping you safe over time, it gives you the results that you want. Type yes if you understand. I don't know whether you all notice one thing, we say over time. So trading, right, is not something that you can, after a 3-day course or 4 days course, immediately you become a successful trader for the rest of your life. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Type yes if you understand. Okay. In fact, if somebody say like this, say that for after 4 days you be successful the rest of your life, run away because don't have such thing. Okay, so that's like swimming. You cannot say after 4 days guarantee learn to swim. Yes, you may be a better swimmer 4 days ago, but it's still a life skill, ongoing process. Yes or not? And you can get better with it. Okay, so today I want to share with you 3 things that can dramatically increase your results in trading and investing. Okay, first thing, what to buy. Most people buy the wrong things. When to buy. Most people enter the wrong time. How much to buy? Most people buy too much or too little. Okay, so these 3 questions, we want to answer them in today's topic. Okay, what to buy, when to buy, and how much to buy. So for what to buy, there are 2 schools of thought. First school of thought is what we call fundamental analysis, or FA. And the other school is what we call TA, or technical analysis. How many here are familiar with FA or TA? Type in FA or TA where you're familiar with. Okay, so what is FA? What is FA? So FA, right? The idea is very simple. FA is, number one, look for what we call the valuation. Okay, everybody type value. Look for the valuation of a company. So every stock, whether it's DBS, whether it's Tesla, whether it's Shopify, there is a theoretical price that it should be worth. Today we won't go into the calculation of what's the valuation. Okay, there are maybe like 10 ways to calculate valuation. You can use dividend, you can use cash flow, you can use comparative market and things like that. But you can calculate the dollar value, how much the share price should be worth. Okay. And because the share price is traded in the exchange, sometimes the price can drop below the valuation. So when the price drops below the valuation, it's called undervalue. And once the price is undervalue, you can buy share with margin of safety, MOS, margin of safety. Everybody type in MOS, margin of safety. So the whole idea of fundamental analysis is to buy shares with margin of safety, buy undervalued shares. Type yes if you all understand so far. Okay, good. However, there are some challenges with this method of buying margin of safety. Number one, when you buy a share with margin of safety, it does not mean that it will always immediately go back to the valuation. Yes or not? How many percent? 30%. It can go sideways for the next 1 year, 2 years, or even 5 years. It can even go down. Type yes if you agree. So when it goes sideways or it goes down, you have what we call opportunity cost. Opportunity cost. And the challenging thing with this is if it's only about the margin of safety, then I can systematically find a stock with the biggest margin of safety. Means I list down all the shares in the stock market right now, they're undervalued. I calculate their margin of safety, what's the percentage, and then I rank them. That means I have the biggest here and the smallest here, and then I buy the one that is the biggest margin of safety. Then theoretically, that will be the one that go up the most in the future. But in reality, is it like this? Type yes or no. Answer is no lah. Okay, if it be one share here that is lesser margin of safety, go up more, or it can be even a shares that's overvalued and go up a lot. Yes or not? So this margin of safety of value investing is not systematic. Yes or not? There's no way to find the stock that you should buy today based on this undervalue method or margin of safety method. Type yes if you understand. Okay, so basically, value, sometimes yes, sometimes no. Okay, so the other school of thought, instead of looking for valuation, looking at the numbers, how much the company makes, how much the company are making every year, they look at what we call technical analysis. So in technical analysis, they no longer looking at what we call the profit and loss statement, the asset and liability. They are not looking at this. What they are looking at is the price performance. That means they look at the price over time. Okay. And what is their assumption? The assumption is price is a conclusion. Everybody type in conclusion. Price is the conclusion of everyone in the market. That means in the market, there will be insider, there will be a big investor, there will be retail players, there will be people who are trading. At the end of the day, I want to study this price, whether it's going up or down, and I want to understand the conclusion of the market. Type yes if you understand. Okay, or price, discount, everything. Okay, so with that conclusion, I decide whether now, if the price cross a moving average, example, is a method, okay, that this is the stock to buy right now. Type yes if you understand. So there are different tools. Okay, there are different tools, different way to analyze price to decide what to buy. Okay, again, this method is very subjective because there are thousands of all these methods, okay, to learn how to study price. Okay, sometimes it works, sometimes it may not work. So it's very subjective again. Like yes, if you understand. So the question, let's go back to the question again. The question is, let's say today is 21st October, 21st October, and I want to make the most money in 1 year's time, 21st October 2026. Is there a systematic way that can find that stock based on data? Type yes if you understand the question. The question is, today is 21st October 2025. Okay? In 21st October 2026, what is the one stock that I can buy today? One stock that I can buy today that will give me the highest probability of making the most money by 2026, 21st October. Type yes if you understand the question. Okay, how many want to know? Type me if you want to know. Okay, it must be logical, it must be systematic. I cannot like, okay, just anyhow buy. Yes or no? Okay, so how to do that? Using FA and TA is not enough. Okay, so what we need to do is like this. What we need to do is to take a step backwards. Instead of asking what to buy or what's the valuation or what's the price doing, we need to understand this thing that value must be confirmed with price. So what do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? Okay, let me give an example. How many of y'all watch soccer World Cup? Type me if you watch World Cup. Okay, let me ask you a question. Who can tell me a team that is strong in the World Cup? What country is strong in World Cup? Example, like Spain, I don't know, Singapore, okay, Brazil, France. Yes or no? Okay, Brazil, France, Germany, all these are the strong team. So if I think the World Cup is next year, right, crowd? If the next World Cup were to happen, you're most likely bet of one of this country. Type yes if you agree. Most likely you bet on one of this country. Yeah. Okay. So the question is, why? What is it about these countries that you will bet on them? They are what? The past winners. Type yes if you understand. They are the past winners. That means they have won the World Cup before. Yes or no? Okay. That means even though, let's say Singapore give you very good odds, 200 to 1, you will not bet on Singapore to win the next World Cup. Do you all agree? Maybe some of you will bet on it, but chances are you will not bet on it. Based on available data, if you want to guess one of the winner of the next World Cup, you look at the past winners. That yes, if you understand. Okay, that's the first clue. That means right now, if I want to buy the stock that's going to go up the most in the next 1 year, maybe I should look at the past winners. Type yes if you understand. Okay, among which one? Okay, first thing. Second thing, besides the past winners, we also need to do one more thing. Because as they are playing the World Cup, they have friendly matches. They're friendly matches. And when they're playing friendly matches, you understand, hey, how is this country, how is their player playing among one another? What is their current form? That yes, if you understand. So more recently, like last 1 year or last 3 months, what is the form of this past winners? Do you all follow what I'm saying? That yes, if you understand. So the systematic way to find the stocks that may go up the most in the next 1 year is to look among the plus winners, the one with the best form. Type yes if you understand. So in stock market is in World Cup is easy, correct? You can see the score, Brazil versus Germany 20-0. You can see the score, right? Correct. But in the stock market, how do you know the form? How do you know what are the current form of the market? How many want to know? Type me if you want to know. Okay, let me show you how to do this. So in order to find the current form of the countries or the team they are playing, you need to do this. You need to do this. How to find performance of the countries right now. Okay, so we need to first find out the average. That means the average team. How are they playing right now? What is their performance over time? Let's say last 3 months, last 6 months. Do you all follow what I'm saying? The average. Okay. So in the stock market, the average example, the S&P 500, the 500 biggest shares in the listed in US, S&P 500, or the STI, that will be the average. Type yes if you understand. So some stocks over, let's say 3 months, will outperform, do better than the average. They go up more than the average. Okay, some stocks will underperform. That means when the stock goes, the average go up, they may even go down. They underperform the average. And majority of the stocks will perform like what the market is doing. Type yes if you understand. So then you look among the A stocks, not the B stocks and C stocks, among the A stocks, which is the stock that is not only having good form, playing good right now, but also one of the past winners. Type yes if you understand. Okay, so question, Colin, why does this happen? Why does some stock outperform, some stock underperform? It's because in reality, the market is driven by what? Liquidity or money lah. Okay, it's driven by liquidity or money. And some stocks will outperform because more money flow to here, less money flow to here. That yes, if it makes sense. So with available data, It's what you can see, what to buy right now. The way to have an edge over the market is to look for past winners that are doing well recently. Type yes if you understand. So later I'm going to give you a demo when I will list out all the past winners and then I'll give you the current form. Then with that one, you choose among that which is the one that you want to buy. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Type yes if you understand. I know some of you are thinking, Colin, but what if suddenly got one stock over here, like a dark horse? Do you understand? How many of you know what's dark horse? Like a dark horse suddenly become the strongest stock in the market. Possible or not? Possible. Yes or no? Or what if? So we will not know the future. Do you agree? We will not know the future. But with available data, okay, you are always better off to see what is the facts right now and bet on the facts right now rather than hope for a dark horse. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Example, you bet on Singapore to win at the World Cup. Got a chance of Singapore win World Cup or not? Got lah, maybe 0.01% chance. But over time, you're always better to bet on the past winners that are performing well right now to win the World Cup. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Type yes if you understand. The key is to have an edge. The key is to have an edge over people who just anyhow buy. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Okay, type yes if it makes sense so far. Okay, so later part, I'll give you a demo where we will do this thing. That means 21st October today, what is the past winner, what are the past winners with current form over the last 3 months, over the last 1 month, then from there we choose the stock. Okay, that's the first part. What to buy. Okay, second one, when to buy. So once you identify the what to buy, do you immediately just click buy? The answer is no lah. You must look for the correct time to enter. Do you follow what I'm saying? Type yes if you understand. Okay, where is the entry point? Okay, so the when to get in, a lot of people think it's just pure skill. I know that's why a lot of people talk about trading being a life skill. Yes or not? Some people think that trading is just pure skill. That means tell me exactly what to do, I will do it. But in reality, trading can be very what? Stressful, can be very noisy. Yes or no? Type yes if you agree. Oh, so what is the greatest enemy in trading? Let me ask you, what is the greatest enemy in trading? Your doubt. What else? Your self. Your what? Your emotions. Yes or no? Okay, your emotions. That means you have this thing called I don't do the thing that I should do, and I do the thing I should not do. Type yes if you understand emotions. Okay, example. Let's say example, now we want to become healthy. Okay, we want to become healthy. There is just that few principle. Yes or no? Eat lesser, exercise more, move more, sleep well, that's the few principle. But not everyone is healthy. Type yes if you agree. So same thing with trading. There are a few principles there that you must follow. Okay, it's not. But not everybody make money. Why? Because there is emotions. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Type yes if you understand so far. So even if I tell you exactly what the principle, what the rules to do, not everyone will get the results. Why? Because there is emotions. So that's why some people say that you must to be successful in trading, you must be what? Disciplined. How many have heard of this term before? Yes, Colin, you must be disciplined. Yes or no? Type in discipline if you all heard of this before. Colin, you want to be healthy, you must be disciplined. Yes or no? Okay. I agree. That discipline is important. Okay, whether it's in trading, whether it's getting healthy, is important. But discipline is overrated. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? Let's say example, brushing your teeth right now. Do you still require discipline? The answer is no. It is no require discipline because it become a what? It become a habit. It become a system. Do you all follow what I'm saying? That yes, if you understand, become routine, it become a system. So same thing. Let's say I'll get healthy. If you don't exercise and every day you have someone to knock at your door, 8 o'clock, Colin, come wake up, go and gym, every day they do the same thing. The system take over you. You have to exercise. Every afternoon, people send the prep meal to you and you know nothing to eat, you just eat the prep meal. Then you will become healthy. Do you all follow what I'm saying? That yes, if you understand. So trading also the same thing. Yes, you must follow the rules, but you also need to have a system that over time will override your discipline. Do y'all follow what I'm saying? Because let's face it, most people after some time become not disciplined. Yes or no? That yes, if you all agree. So that's the reason why we need to have a system. So here is where we introduce what we call the systematic trading. So systematic trading is where we have more profits and less emotion. So these are the rules of entering exit. I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, what are the rules of entering exit? First thing first, in order to find out the rules, okay, in order to decide when to get in or when to buy, we need to understand when we want to sell, the time. That yes, if you understand. That means you ask a question, you say, Colin, can I buy SIA today? And you don't have a when to sell, then any answer can be correct. You can buy SIA today, sell tomorrow, make money. Let's say example, the SIA next morning will go up. Or you can say within the next 6 months, SIA may come down. Okay, because it didn't sell here, then 6 months later, SIA come down. But over the next 10 years, SIA will go up. So your answer varies, determined on the time frame. Type yes if you understand. Okay, so if you just ask what without asking the when, you cannot give the answer. Okay, so how we define the when right now is there are many different trading time frame. We will just constrain ourselves today to just 2 time frame. One is about 3 months to about 9 months. Type yes if you understand. The other one is about 1 year or more. Okay, 1 year or more. So these are the 2 time frame. So if it's 3 months to about 9 months, you look at the daily chart. Everybody type in daily. And if you want to have longer term, then you look at the weekly chart. Everybody type weekly. Okay, so for daily chart, for weekly chart, the weekly chart, there are only 2 types of signals. There is the red signals, and then there is the blue signal. Every week, one new signal will appear. If the new signal changes from red to blue, that will be the buy signal. Type yes if you understand. So every week on Saturday, the new data will appear. And if that week the data changes from red to blue, that will be the buy signal for the week. So after the buy signal, you buy, and then you hold on every week until one of the weeks the candle turn back to red. This will be your sell signal. That yes, if you all follow. So 1 entry, 1 exit, check every week. Okay, how long it will take? About 30 minutes a week. Or because C, no signal next week. C, no signal next week. C, no signal next week. Okay, so that's one entry, one exit. That's all. Okay, this is for weekly chart for 1 year or more. Type yes if you all follow so far. Second one, for daily chart. For daily chart, in daily chart, we don't just have one entry or exit. So what we have is even when the candle turn blue, we don't enter. Only when the candle turn blue and have an arrow, every time arrow. Only when the candle turn blue and have an arrow, green arrow, then that will be my buy signal. Type yes if you understand. Okay, and after subsequently, if you have another green arrow, you will add position. Okay, and then if more arrow appear, you will add position. Type yes if you understand. So you have multiple entries. I will talk about how much to buy later. The when to buy, you have multiple buy entries. Type yes if you follow. You buy, and then arrow appear again, you buy some more, arrow again, you buy some more. Okay? Add position. Okay? And then subsequently, when the candle every day, now is a daily update. So when the candle change back to red color, you sell everything. That means everything that you bought here, you sell one time over here. Type yes if you understand. Okay, so that is the system already. Okay, I know there are a lot of questions, but later when the whole thing end, that answer everything together. Yes or not? Okay, not wow, very disruptive. Okay, so one entry, one exit. For weekly chart, you buy when the candle turn blue and sell when the candle turn red. The candle only appear end of the week. Okay, that means after Friday end on Saturday, then they appear. Same thing when selling, only market close already on Saturday, they appear. Type yes if you understand. So one entry, one exit. So when it happened, when the candle turn red ready, you can only sell next week. When the candle turn blue again, you can only buy next week. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Because market close already. Okay. So this is the system. Okay, this is the system. Okay, so later part, I'll give you a demo, then you can ask more questions over there. Okay, so imagine how good you feel if you know exactly what to do at the push of the button. So this method, right, that we just shared, do not require to read news, don't need to do any valuation, don't need to do any draw line TA. Type yes if you understand. Okay, that means everything what to buy, when to get in is already programmed. You don't need to go and check the news. You're going to go and do valuation. You don't need to check the price, draw TA, draw lines, don't need. Okay, just follow the system. Okay, so question. How many of you want proof? Type proof, Colin. If you follow this method, what is the results? Type proof if you want proof. So this is the graduates group. The graduates group we have, oh no. Okay. Log out. This is the graduates group. We have about 7,000 people inside this group. Later I'll show you on the Facebook. Okay. Okay, lucky. Okay, so this is a graduates group, and then right now we have 6,009 people in the group. Okay, later you can see it's quite active group. Okay, so but let me show you the public group first. Okay, So this is the public's group. Okay, so if you search under testimony, you'll see all the past testimony. Okay, so these are all the people with results. Everybody type in results. These are all the people that have training results, not people who just attend a course. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Not like Shopee, what's that? Review. Shopee review, actually useless. Product receive. I want to see the product good. You cannot say just product receive. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Okay. So with that, okay, these are some of the testimony. Okay, so let me just go through a few because there are hundreds and hundreds of testimony, but I'll just go through a few. Okay. So this Pei Min, okay, Pei Min wrote this in 2000, 2004. Later I'll show you the latest. I'll screen by latest, okay? But let me show you some of the results. You can read here, okay? Since joining September 2023, my progress as beginner has been phenomenal. And where is it? The education environment is truly inspiring and pushed me to become a trader as a university student, achieving about 8 to 10% per month. Okay, this testimony is wrote in 2024. Type yes if you understand. 2024. Okay, he joined the course in September 2023. Okay, so it's 9 months later. Type yes if you understand. It's 9 months later. Okay, so 9 months later, every month he could make consistently about 8 to 10%. Type yes if you understand. So let's say example, a capital of let's say $10,000. Let's say 8% will be about $800 a month. 10% will be about $1,000 a month. Type yes if you understand. Okay. So these are the others. Okay, September 2004. This is I'll take the opportunity to thank Colin for the weekly webinar. The trading results over here. Okay, so we can see their results. Okay, Nasdaq results is about 25%. Their result is about 400%. Type yes if you can see that. Okay, profit about 320,000 profit. Okay, it's glad again. Okay, no option, no leverage. This is the results. Beat the S&P 500 28% versus 17%. This is this year's 15th of May. Type yes if you understand. 15th of May this year. Okay, my wildest dream of achieving a 7-figure portfolio came true this week. Always invested and power compound interest. 1 million portfolio. How many of y'all want to know his starting capital? What was his starting capital? Okay, starting capital was 65,000. Okay, because got a lot of comment. Okay, later you'll read. Oh, by the way, this is public group, so you can see who is Glenn later and things like that. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Okay, you got comments and then you can see. Type yes if you understand. This year, okay, this year, okay. So this is not a rank according to chronologically, can rank it later, okay. So guys, with 65,000 right now, 1 million, no leverage, no options, okay. This is the results. Type yes if you understand. Okay, go to like 5 years ago and things like that. Okay, so I won't go through everyone. Okay, you owe it to yourself to do your research. Okay, the group is this group is Colin Seow Profitable Trading Ideas. Go and search under testimony. You can find all the testimony. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Type yes if you understand. Okay, go and do your due diligence. I will not go through everyone, but every one of them are result testimony. Do you all follow what I'm saying? That yes, if you understand. Okay, all are result testimony. Okay. You can also rank, okay, more recent posts, and then you can see what are the more recent results. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Okay. So experience has shown that when you know exactly when to take action, your stress level will drop by as much as 85%. Guys, I'm not saying all the graduates over in the graduate school, 100% of them make money. Do you all follow what I'm saying? That yes, if you understand. Just like we have a exercise club, not everyone is super healthy, like, yes or not? There's some make it, some make it. Okay. But the fact that we have hundreds and hundreds of result testimony means there are people that make from 75,000 to actually by the way, he's now 1.5 million. Okay, if you search Glenn over here. Okay. His recent testimony, I think is okay, 7 August, right? Which is like 21st October. Okay, 3 months since achieving my wildest dream. Okay, 1.4 million. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Type yes if you understand. Okay. How many, by the way, how many want to be like this? By the way, this person is not like wealthy and he's 2020, his income, I think, is 6,000-7,000 per month. Okay, 6,000-7,000 per month. Okay. But the fact, what I'm trying to say is there are people that have done it. Type yes if you understand. Okay. So result has shown that when you know exactly when to take action, your stress will drop by as much as 85%. Okay. So,
Well,
okay, so before I go on, this is Joe Augustine. How many of y'all know him? Type me if you know him. Okay, so Joe and the Flying Dutchman. Okay, Joe and the Flying Dutchman. Okay, so he came for our course before, and during the course, this one, by the way, the rest of the testimony over here is not solicited. Okay, that means we don't ask. Okay, but for him, I asked because he's a celebrity. Okay, so I asked him. So, hey, if you like the course, after the course, help me to do a testimony. If you find it's good. So I think it took about 6 months to a year before I gave me this testimony.
Hi from Wembley Stadium. We're just waiting for Ed Sheeran's concert to start up in just a while. I'm Joe Augustine, and I thought I'd spend a moment telling you about Colin Seow, because Colin runs this systematic trading program. And if you want to learn about trading and you want to find a way to trade equities especially and be more profitable, then you should check out the systematic trading program that he has got for you. Colin is one of the best in terms of trading that I have come across. He's very, very good with teaching, and he's very, very generous as well. And he has a wonderful team that will support him. And if you're looking for a way to be more consistently profitable trading, well, you have to check out what Colin Seow has to say. In the meantime, I'm just going to wait and I look forward very much to Ed Sheeran's concert, which begins in just a few minutes.
Okay, so this is Joe Augustine. Oh, by the way, let me share with you something. This is like 2015. I'm gonna share with you something important. Everybody type in important. Share this video. Okay, because there are so many people in this room, 196 of you in this room. Okay. I'll share with you one thing very important. Okay. You do not need to learn from me. Type yes if you heard what I said. You don't need to learn from me. I've done this like 18 years. This is like the 2016 testimony. Okay. There are a lot of people out there. Okay. More important, right, is I want to only find those people that are willing to learn from me. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Type yes if you understand. If you don't want to learn from me, it's perfectly okay. Go and find your whatever method. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Okay. So in order to be successful, you must empty yourself. Type yes if you understand. If not, I don't want to be the one to keep pouring when you are full already. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Okay. Then it will frustrate you, but I also don't want to attempt to do that. Do you all follow what I'm saying? So everybody's style got different style. Do you all follow what I'm saying? And you don't need to learn from me. What? Got it? Okay. The fact that in this room means you may be interested to hear what I said. Okay, different style. Like some people like this char kway teow, some people like that kind of char kway teow. Do you follow what I'm saying? So what I'm saying after doing 18 years, I don't want to force people to learn from me. Do you all follow what I'm saying? That yes, if you understand, what I want is the correct people that's willing to empty themselves to learn from me. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Got difference because that's why I say like the 7,000 people, not everyone profitable one, correct? But are they people that are profitable? Yes, they are people that are profitable. But let's say ask the worst trader. I don't know lah. Tell me which the worst one. I won't go interview them lah. Do you all follow what I'm saying? There is just like you go and start a exercise club. They say, can you want the worst result? Sure have lah, but I don't know who is it. Do you all follow what I'm saying? So that kind of questions don't need to answer. That yes, if you understand. Oh, so if you want, then good lah. There's this other results. Okay, got it. So I won't go through the results anymore. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Okay, I just want to go through. If you all got time, you do it to yourself to do your own due diligence. Okay, so last part, how much to buy? How much to buy? So what to buy? Do you also remember what to buy? What's the key? What's the key of what to buy? Anybody remember? Remember to talk about the what? Past winners, current form. Yes or no? Okay. What to buy? Second one, when to buy? Where's the key? Where's the key? The key is system. Yes or no? Because it's not just having discipline important. You must be systematic. It's not even about the green arrow. Do you all follow what I'm saying? It's about whatever method you have, you must be systematic in entering and exiting. Why? Because then you can remove your emotions. Type yes if you understand. Okay, you can have any other system, but must be back-tested lah. Okay, so once you have a back-tested system that can give you an edge, then the last part is how much to buy. So the how much to buy, the key is like this. At the end of the day, nobody will know where the market is going. Type yes if you understand. This SMT course give you an edge. It is an edge. That means you have the highest chance of succeeding here. Type yes if you heard what I said. You have the higher chance of succeeding here. Why? Okay, because when you are correct, you add more. And when you're wrong, you get up fast. That is the key. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say example right now, we hire two employees. And we do not know their performance. After 3 months, you will know what is the performance. Okay, let's say example, one do very well. And one is never bringing any sales. So what you do is you want to keep the one that do well and fire the one that does not do well. Type yes if you understand. And then after that, later you hire again, keep the one that do well and fire the one that don't do well. So over time, you have a team of successful performers. Got it? Okay, that is how you start a company, how you manage your HR. Yes or no? But when it comes to trading, a lot of people do this. When they buy a stock and the stock goes up, they always think of what? Selling. Type yes if you understand. Hey, wow, make money, when to take profit, when to do it. Yes or no? When the stock goes down, they never think of selling. They are too low already. I'll keep some more. Yes or no? When it goes down more, they never think of selling. They will even maybe sometimes even think of averaging down. Buy some more. Type yes if you understand. So the key is like this. The key is when you are correct. When you are correct, okay, you must think of where to add position. Type yes if you understand. Okay, where to add position. And then, of course, even with that, you need to give KPI. Eventually, then you exit. But once you exit, you exit everything. You buy more at the bottom and sell everything at the top. That means here you buy 50%, here you buy 30%, here you buy 20%. You scale in your position. Type yes if you understand. So scale in your position. That's how you control your risk. Okay, 50, 30, 20. That's how you scale in. Okay, 50, 30, 20. Okay, so now we go to demo already. Okay, I know got a lot of questions. Okay, so demo. First thing first. First thing first. What to buy? So in the US market, what are the past leaders? So these are the past winners. Type yes if you understand. Nvidia, Apple, Tesla, AMD, Micron. These are the past winners. Okay? And you'll notice something. Some of them is highlighted in green. Yes or no? Some of them are highlighted in green. What does it mean? Like Apple is highlighted green. That means right now there is a signal to buy on the daily chart. Type yes if you understand. Okay? Okay, this is the sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Today is the 7th arrow to buy. This is the 11th arrow to buy. Type yes if you understand. Okay, 11 arrow to buy. Okay, and this is the third arrow to buy. Type yes if you understand. So then our trading become systematic. Okay, our trading becomes systematic. Look at the past winners. Look at the first 3 arrows to get in. Yes or no? So what you want to do is, first thing first, if you are trading daily chart 3 to 9 months, then you look at the daily chart over here. Got it? The daily chart over here. And you follow the daily chart 50, 30, 20 and sell signal. Type yes if you understand. Okay? So you buy here, buy here, buy here, and then you sell here when the candlestick turn red. Buy here, buy here, buy here, haven't sell yet. That is for daily chart. For weekly chart, for long term, then you change to weekly chart. Only one entry here. Candlestick haven't turned red yet. Then just hold on. Type yes if you follow. So this method becomes systematic. Type yes if you understand. Okay, whether is it for AMD or whether is it for Apple, it becomes systematic. Okay, whether is it for short-term daily chart or for weekly chart, it becomes systematic. Type yes if you understand. The key is what? Over time is able to ride the big trends. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Type yes if you understand. Okay, the over time is able to ride the big trends. That's the key. Oh, that means you go into Microsoft weekly chart. These are the big trends. Daily chart, of course, you can zoom in and see, okay, last year, what's the performance? Then you can follow the smaller trends. Okay, so this method becomes systematic. Type yes if you understand. Okay, and you can sort the stocks. That means right now you're ranking based on the past winners. These are the past winners. You can also say last 1 month among all the past winners. Which are the stock last 1 month perform better? Can you see AMD here? Type yes if you can see AMD here. So AMD and Micron is not only the past winners, but it's the past winners that are also performing well this month. Type yes if you understand. Okay, so also performing well this month. Okay, So that is how you combine the two. Okay. So right now, first thing first, it gives you a way to scan for the stocks. Type yes if you understand. It gives you a way to scan for the stocks. Okay, whether is it based on market cap or based on last performance, it will scan for the stock to very quickly identify what stock to buy. For example, AMD now third arrow. Okay, by the way, not financial advice. Okay, please go and do your research. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now, I want to let you all choose your stock and back test yourself. Okay, back test yourself based on the rules just now. So what are the stocks that you all want to take a look right now? What are the stocks you all want to take a look right now? Okay. By the way, got disclaimer. Choose stocks that are regularly traded. That means don't choose stocks that are small cap, no volume one cannot work. Okay. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Okay. Choose stocks that are regularly traded. Okay. Oh, got a lot of stocks. Okay. Okay, stop. We just choose a few. Okay. Let's choose a few. We have RGTI, a lot of RGTI, a lot of what else? Google and GLD. Can? GLD, RGTI, and Google. Can? Type yes if it's okay. Later part, you all stay back. You all can go through the rest of the stocks. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Okay, I can stand another 15 minutes, go through the rest of your stock for you all. Got it? Okay, but let's choose these three first. So first thing is GLD. GLD, I think, is the gold ETF. Okay, so this is the more recent one for gold. Okay, these are the buy. Gold is an ETF. Type yes if you understand. It's an ETF. Okay, so long-term weekly chart. This is the weekly chart ETF. Wow, this one very nice. You see from here all the way to here, this is almost 110%. Okay, and 10%. Okay, then daily chart, then these are the more trading part. Type yes if you understand. By the way, in reality, you cannot just anyhow trade by GLD lah, by RGTI lah. You cannot do this. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Type yes if you understand. You cannot just randomly choose any stock. Amazon cannot like that. Why? Then you won't have an edge. Okay, in order to have an edge, the what must come before the when. Okay, I repeat again, the what must come before the when. It means you must choose the correct stock, then use a system, it works. If not, you just randomly choose stock. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Okay. Okay, so this is for GLD. Next one, RGTI. Okay. This is for shorter term. Okay. Shorter term trading. Okay, so from here, it came down recently. That yes, if you understand, came down 25%. Okay, but the buy signal was from here all the way to here, up here, 193%. Now it's about 123%. Type yes if you understand. This is trading. Okay, this is trading. Okay, if you go into weekly chart, then it's long term. Then it's what from here all the way to now lah. So this is about 2,000%. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Okay, the buy signal changed from red to blue, and then until here, all the way from October 2024 until right now, no sell signal. Just hang on, 2,000%. Okay, last one is what's the last one? What else do we see? Hood, is it? Robin Hood. Okay, this is long term from here all the way up here. This is 987%. Okay, how about trading? Daily chart, then go to trading, then see the trading chart. Type yes if you understand. So basically you get in 50, 30, 20, you enter, you exit here, 19%. You enter here right now, you're up about 15%. Take note one thing. take note of one thing. Okay, it's not every time the stock goes down you exit one. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Like recently the price go down, you just hang on to hold. Do you all follow what I'm saying? So it's not like every time is exit. Okay, you must be able to write some of the big trends. Types yes if you understand. So write big trend will say not every time the price goes down, it exit. Okay, you must be able to write the big trends. Okay. So the trader's GPS give you precise entry and exit signal. Type yes if you agree. I'm not saying it's 100%. Okay, what I'm saying it give you entry, exit. And that's how we learned already. By giving you entry and exit, you remove your emotions. When you remove your emotions, it gives you better results. Do you all follow what I'm saying? So you want to have better results, don't you? Okay, so that is how you become systematic in your entry and exit. Okay, think about it. This method takes far less time compared to you go and do fundamental analysis or you go technical analysis, draw lines. This method takes far less time. Okay, in order to look for a past winners, you look at the ranking. These are the past winners. In order to look for stocks that are doing well recently, like example right now, let's say example right now, we can see what are the stocks that are doing well for the last 1 month. Example, Cypher Mining, AMD, CleanSpark. These are the stocks that are doing well recently. Then you can very quickly shortlist the stocks that you want to buy. It produces far more accurate and high probability trades. The keyword is probability. There is no 100%. It's far more robust. It's very easy to learn and it's very easy to trade and it produces bigger winners. Type yes if you understand so far. Okay, so I want to share with you all one thing. A lot of people think that you must get in and out and trade. In reality, don't need one. What you want to do is for all these stocks just now, you just do long term is easier. Can you all see that? Type yes if you can see that. That means this stock, you don't get in that, don't need lah. Just wait for it to candle turn red to blue, you buy. You hang on until here. No sell signal. You just hang on. Now you're up already almost 1000% already. What? Why you want to get in and out? Only when you want to trade, that means you want to go daily chart, then you can, within this 1 year, you can get in and out, but not necessary. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it is time. You don't want to spend your time staring at the screen. So this method do not need to stare at your screen. Type yes if you understand. Don't need one. Okay, just basically just follow the system. That's it. Okay. Can you do both? Of course you can do both. Okay. We encourage you all to find your best way to trade. Okay. This is Rainer, trading with Rainer. How many of you all know him? By the way, you can also learn from him. Okay. Okay. Trading with Rainer have like 2 million subscribers on YouTube. Okay, and if he said this, if you're looking to be a consistently profitable trader in the shortest possible time, I will highly recommend the systematic trader. This is what Rainer said. Okay, in fact, he and me we wrote a book together over here, and this is the book, the traders blueprint. Can you see that? Okay, this is his name over here, Trading with Rainer. Okay, many years ago, I was his invited speaker in his university. Okay, and he was one of the students, but we became friends. Okay, then from there, that's many years ago. Okay. I think right now, more than 2 million subscribers already. Okay. So why I do what I do? Mr. Colin, if you are profitable, why are you doing this? Type me if you are curious. By the way, this community that we do, the graduates group, we have been around for many years. Okay. This graduates group has been around for many years. Okay. How many of you are curious? How come got so many result testimony? Type me if you are curious. How come got so many result testimony? Okay. So the reason why I do this is very simple. Many years ago, I was also like you, finding for a method, a guru, a teacher, or a coach to teach me to trade. Okay. And I am, in a way, I took many years. I took many years. I was in a way many teachers, but also no teachers. Okay. So after going through that searching, I decided to turn full-time as a trader. Okay. When I turned full-time as a trader, after about 3 years, I decided to become a remiser or stockbroker with Philip Capital. Okay. So when I was a trader with Philip Capital or a remiser with Philip Capital, I thought I was just licensed trader, remiser. Okay. But what happened is one of my client trade and lost money. He lost, this is more than many years ago. He had lost $250,000 and decided not to pay for the loss. So after that happened, right, I could not continue my short-term trading. Okay. Then that's when this thing was created. And it trades very well with the index. How many of you all know what's the index? Like example, the NASDAQ. It does very well. Okay, it does very well. Okay, so for the NASDAQ market, whether short term or long term, it does very well. Okay, short term, long term, very sweet one. Okay, so long story short, I managed to make back the $250,000 losses in about 18 months. So after I made back the losses, I was invited to speak and things like that. But one of the things I wanted to do was to ask myself, what do I want to do with my life? You know, because I know how to make money already. I want to do under my life. One of the things is to travel. Okay. So second thing is to give back. But one more thing I want to do is to have a sense of contribution. That yes, if you understand, that means you don't want to like your life. I have my bank account every day. I stay at my bank account for what? Nobody will know when you die. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Nobody will, when you on your left, oh, this one is a rich man. Nobody will know what's your account. Yes or no? Okay. But I want to be able to, at the end of my life, find that, hey, I have contributed. That's the reason why we have this community, about 6,900 people in the community. Every week, we do a weekly webinar. Everybody type in weekly. Every week, we do a weekly webinar. That means the course maybe ended the course 10 years ago. Okay. But every week, we still do the weekly webinar free for life. Everybody type in free. That means we apply what we learn. We apply what we learn. That means it's whether then the course 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 15 years ago, we have done this almost 18 years already, right? You attend the live webinar free after the 4 days course. That is where the coach, or we jump into the pool and swim together with you. Do you follow what I'm saying? Type yes if you understand. Because during that weekly webinar, 1 hour, we will analyze the market used on the system, based on the system. We will pick your stock. That means you say, I want to look at Hood, Robin Hood, last week, this week, next week. So we will follow up with the stock. Do you follow what I'm saying? We will also scan for stocks to buy and sell. That means there is a follow through in using the system. Type yes if you understand. People follow. That's why they get results. Do you all follow what I'm saying? I mentioned already, trading is a life skill. You cannot teach trading in 4 days or 5 days. Do you all follow what I'm saying? It's a long process that we go through the market. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Like, yes, if you understand. And from that, the precession, and after doing all this, then people get results. Got it? Okay, I'll go through a bit faster already, okay? So this Straits Time pick up my story a few years ago, how I turned my life around using my own trading system, okay? So the sharing of what I do. So let me ask you a question. Have I done a good job by giving you some content, some value to change your approach in trading? Type yes if I've done that, okay? So don't just look for cheap stocks, okay? Don't just look for too technical analysis, very subjective. Look for strong stocks, past performance, doing well recently, okay? Don't just look for the best strategy. And Colin, what's the best trading strategy? many trading strategy. The key is to systemize your strategy to know exactly when to get in and out. You can backtest. Okay. Last one, to write when you're correct, at in position. When you're wrong, quickly get out. Nobody know where the market is going. That's how you increase your profit, reduce your loss. That's how we do it. Okay, so I have this full-fledged program that not only changed my life, but lots of life around the world. Can I have your permission to share with you all what is this system about? Type yes if I can do that. Okay, so testimony, I think I'll skip it. Got a lot. Okay, so how many of y'all here wants to trade for a living? Type me. That means you have no job already. You just trade, and then your trading profit pays for your living expenses, pay for your mortgage, pay for your holidays, everything. Okay, this Grace is someone that did it in 9 months. 9 months. Okay, it is not necessary to do full-time trading. Type me if you heard what I say. Not necessary. Okay, there are a lot. I think even Glenn is still working, if I'm not wrong. He's still having a job. Okay, I asked him, he say he enjoys his job, but you don't need to go full-time. You don't need to go full-time, but there are people that do full-time. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Type yes if you understand. At the end of the day, it is a choice. Everybody type in choice. It is a choice to decide whether you want to do this or not. Do you all follow what I'm saying? You want to... The key also is to mix with the right people. All these people, right, guys, are all in that journey to become successful in trading. Type yes if you understand. Okay, so if you want to be successful, the highest chance of being successful is to mix around with them. Correct or not? If you mix with people that say trading is a scam and there's no way to make money from the stock market, then your reality is also like that. Do you all follow what I'm saying? Okay, so it's a choice to who you want to mix with. Okay, so I want to share with you all this. So let's see what Grace has to say.
Before this, I was a complete noob. But right now, I'm trading every day. It pays for my mortgage, it pays for my living expenses. And when I tell my friends, they find it unbelievable because I was from an industry, the elder care industry, that has nothing to do with finance. Anything is possible. As long as you're willing to put in the hard work, you can actually do it. My name is Grace, and I was from the elder care industry before I attended the SMT program. I joined in February 23rd, and I remember that really well because it was my birthday. Honestly, I didn't have a good impression, never really wanted to get to know about it until things changed though. Something happened in my life, and I realized that I needed to pick up a skill that would allow me to generate an income even if I was gonna be at home or wherever I was. I went for every single free preview there was in the market. My impression changed because when you're there physically, when you're listening to what the trainer is saying and you're able to interact and ask questions, you have a lot more clarity on what this course is about, what this whole industry is about. When I learned trading, my goal for myself was really financial freedom. I think it's the same with many people. The ability to go into the supermarket, pick up the groceries and not have to look at the price tag and just pop it into your shopping bag. If you feel like going on a holiday, you don't have to calculate too much. You just go. So trading has given me a life skill which enables me to achieve that goal, that eventual freedom. You don't need a lot of capital to start. Because trading is not gambling. Trading is not about making that one big ticket win. It's about learning a life skill, constantly honing it until one day you're able to scale up your profits, scale up your trades bit by bit. In fact, my classmate was a student. She's only, I think, 22 years old, and she's using her pocket money to trade. So she makes really, really small trades, but she's super consistent. If you've met Colin, you realize that he is very, very different from everything that I thought about people in this industry. He is a really honest guy, really. Colin is unbelievably patient. I attend every single one of his weekly webinars. So after you graduate, it's not like, okay, thanks, bye. You're gonna be able to sit in for weekly webinars, which are recorded. If you can't attend it at the time itself. And Colin goes through the market, his analysis, and if you're not sure about your trade, you can actually just spit it out to him. That kind of hand-holding, that kind of after-class support, to me is really, really priceless. Once you're part of the SMT community, you have people you can ask. In the Facebook group, the more senior traders are able to help juniors like us, and of course Colin is also there to guide you through the process. That to me is really the most important part of this program. Not just the 2 days, but the after support that I get. The SMT is a lot more than just using the trader's GPS, because trading is about a system. Knowing when to get into your trade is important, but you also need to know when to get out. The devil is always in the details. So the course offers the whole package, and on top of that, it even gave me post-course mentorship. For everybody who's watching this, just try it out. You will realize this is the one thing that you can do for yourself that will really, really help you to achieve your financial goals. Had I not joined this community, I would not have gotten the kind of confidence I have right now. And I would still probably be, like the average Singaporean, worrying about money, worrying about what's to come tomorrow, worrying maybe if one day you'll get retrenched from your job. Trading really has given me that level of confidence and security. Inside my heart, I feel very secure knowing that I'll never go hungry no matter what happens. Anyone can start. It's really a matter of how much you want this for yourself.
Okay, so this is again Glenn again. Okay, so you can see this is in 2001. Okay, his results, and then don't need to fight with people to climb the corporate ladder and look forward to get out of the rat race in years to come. Okay, so this is 10th of July, just 2 months, hit my first million portfolio and 1.2 million, and this is a more recent one, 13 September. Okay, these are more of the weekly webinar. This is, I think, 2024, some of the results. Okay. So the next course is on 12, 14, and 15 of November. Okay. This is the way when we start the course is live on Zoom. Okay, it's live on Zoom. It starts from 7:30 to 10 p.m. on Wednesday and Friday. 7:30 to 10 p.m. On Saturday will be the full day. Saturday will be full day from 10 a.m. all the way to about 3 p.m. Okay, so all will be live on Zoom. Then after that, there will be one more day, which is called the live trading class. The live trading class will be maybe the following week. We haven't fixed the live trading class where we will apply these 3 days into a live trading class. Then after that, then we have the weekly webinar going forward from there. Okay, so that will be the whole thing. Okay, so how many of you are referred